welcome to the Bullish Money Media channel. I want to share some thoughts on Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency markets. It looks like Bitcoin has steadily recovered. It's now trading around $2,200, and so we had of course a big scare when Bitcoin traded above 26 or 2,700. It suddenly collapsed, and then it hit it broke briefly below the $2,000 level, but now we're back up at 2,200. Also, Ethereum is now at around $193, so it has recovered nicely. I think Ethereum, if it can continue to just hold on and stay range bound in the 190 area, then it has a very good opportunity to cross above 220, and then who knows, maybe it'll get up to 250 once it goes through this period of consolidation. And I want to reiterate to those who are new to cryptocurrencies, and even to those who are not new to cryptos, that what we are going through right now, what we have just experienced and what we are going through at this moment, and what we will continue to go through over the next few weeks likely, is a consolidation pattern. As you know, there is no such thing as a financial asset that continues to go higher and higher and higher unabated. It has to at some point correct. There has to be a negotiation between bulls and bears. This is a very healthy dynamic. For example, you can't have a market that simply has buyers, nor can you have a market that simply has sellers. A market is an exchange between buyers and sellers, and so you have to let this natural dynamic occur. Now, of course, some traders would like to try to time these movements, try to get out at the absolute top, and then try to get in at the absolute bottom. This video is not designed for those purposes. This video is designed for those that are just trying to make a long-term investment. And if you have a long-term perspective, I believe that you can ignore a lot of these consolidation periods because, again, this is just settling down the dynamic, settling down the trading between bulls and bears. And once that settles down, we will move forward to the next leg up in Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies. I do want to point out that I see some technical risk near term for Bitcoin. Again, this has nothing to do with the long-term projections, but there's a short-term risk with Bitcoin. I believe that it is setting up a bearish pennant formation. I believe that the trading dynamics are funneling towards an apex point, and at this apex point it could either break out or break down. I think there might be a probability that we will see another breakdown. So what we experienced a few days ago when Bitcoin collapsed from 26 to 2,700 down to just under $2,000, don't get too comfortable. I'm just trying to prepare you guys that we might see another period of volatility. Just stay calm. If you have a long-term perspective, just stay calm. This is absolutely normal, because the great thing about the cryptos, as opposed to traditional paper markets, is that we are on an accelerated platform. When you talk about a consolidation period in a blue chip stock, for example, that consolidation could last a very long time. Tesla, okay, is a great example. Tesla stock, TSLA, I believe on the NASDAQ exchange. That's not, I don't think that's considered a blue chip stock, but nevertheless, Tesla, it had an initial burst of speculative energy. And then for about a year or 2 years, it trended down in the sideways consolidation until finally, just a few months ago, it started to jump massively higher. I believe year to date, where investors are looking at 30–40% gains. So it took a very long time for Tesla to reassert itself. Okay, that's the kind of length of consolidation that is typical for the paper market equities. And Tesla is a tech stock, so Tesla should be able to move a lot quicker than other traditional platforms, and yet it took 1 or 2 years for it to break out of its very long consolidation pattern. With Bitcoin, I very much doubt that we will have such a lengthy consolidation. But even if we do, and here's the other good news, that even if we go through a very long consolidation that lasts a year or two, we will more than likely see a massive burst of speculative energy, of bullish energy coming into the markets. I go through the example of what we're seeing right now, because I believe a year or 2 years ago, Bitcoin was trading at under $200, around $175. And then boom, it ultimately jumped to $2,600 or $2,700. And that was a collection, this culmination of massive bullish energy that just skyrocketed Bitcoin and the cryptos. So if we get a long consolidation, we will get a massive profitability, very likely. However, more than likely, we'll have a short consolidation. So this period of suffering and pain and anxiety, I think it'll only last a few weeks, maybe a few months at most, and then we will be right back to talking about Bitcoin. And remember, the regression analysis that I posted earlier suggests Bitcoin at $3,000. So we want to see about $3,000 before we start talking about another serious correction or serious consolidation.